I arrived in D. They switched me to A. I had the Sky Link over the A terminal. Exactly.
All right.
They got it. They found it. They put it over here. He came and got it. Yeah, he came and picked it up.
Y'all want any chips or anything? Throw it away.
Throw them away.
Back in the hotel.
Oh, yeah. I thought.
I'll throw all mine away. Three barbecue. I got the Doritos. I got the hot sauce.
Your baby's on one?
Got a loaf of bread in there. I got some buns, hot dog, a hamburger.
I'm gonna download that video so I'll play it.
Oh, y'all probably know. What else?
And maybe
I got some
maybe
bacon.
this
Bacon,
week.
y'all might want.
No problem. Last week.
I've been cooking. Yeah, I made eggs 2 days out of it. So I got like 6 days left. I'm good. I don't like no greasy or sunny side up. I'll do sunny side up or I don't like sunny side. I don't like no greasy. I don't like none of that. Don't front. I just like it. Usually I make a sandwich. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Yeah.
Here we go, sports fans.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. A hot dog.
The only thing is, I don't like bacon. I like and I like bacon because I like
I still got some orange juice. And a Coke.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Naval Station Mayport and the final game of the 2019 Armed Forces Men and Women's Basketball Championships. It's the gold medal game between the United States Army and the United States Navy women's teams. Let's meet the starting lineup for the United States Army from Nineveh, Indiana, stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, a 5'9" guard, Allie Lehman. From Madison, Alabama, stationed at Fort Stewart, Georgia, 5'5" guard, Jayla Harris. Calling home Denver, Colorado, stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 6' guard, Taylor Alton. From Gaithersburg, Maryland, representing the Maryland Army National Guard, 5'8" guard, Anita Adams. And from Garland, North Carolina, stationed at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, 6'1" center, April Cromartie. Head coach for the United States Army, Michael Myers. Now let's meet your starting lineup for the United States Navy. From Pearl City, Hawaii, 5'7" point guard, Christy Ayers. From Statesboro, Georgia, representing the Coast Guard Region West, 5'9" forward, Mo Bennett. From Fort Hood, Texas, stationed at NAS Point Magoo, 6'1" forward, Danica Dale. From Aberdeen, Mississippi, stationed aboard the USS Harry S. Truman, 5'9" guard forward, Jamaica Hoskins. And from Cincinnati, Ohio, stationed aboard the USS Gerald Ford, 5'10" guard forward, Ariel Thomas. Head coach for the United States Navy, Virgil Strobridge. Our officials for today's game, Ms. Blanca Burns, Ms. Simbri Tuttle, and Ms. Angel Kent. There is your starting lineup for today's championship game. Women's basketball, the United States Army versus the United States Navy. Army coming into this game with a 5-1 record in the double round robin tournament format. Their only loss to their opponent on the floor today. They lost in Navy back this past Monday, the 2nd of June. They lost 88-79. Navy, meanwhile, they come into this game with a 5-1 record as well. Their loss came the second time out they played Army, when Army beat them 91-76. So each team having beaten the other one time in this tournament. Center tip, it's up, Navy controls it. Christy Ayers to Dale, to Mo Bennett, left side, three-point shot, Ariel Thomas. Gets Navy on the board with a 3-0 lead right off the bat. Jayla Harris gives up to Allie Lehman. Jayla Harris has a three-point shot. Here we go, folks. Jayla Harris hits the three-point shot. That's a 25-footer. It's 3-3. Courtesy of 2 3-pointers, one each by Navy and Army. Left side. Thomas tries to go inside to Mo Bennett. Off of Bennett's arms, turnover Navy. Allie Lehman will bring it down the left side. And she'll lose it. Tried to drive through the lane, lost the basketball. Turnover Army. Dale comes back the other way. She sets up behind the three-point line, and there it goes again. Cans it again. 3 shots in this game, all three-pointers, all good. 6-3. Navy out in front. Anita Adams gives off to Lehman. She'll drive around the right side. Tries to go down low to Cromartie. Pass is just a little bit wide. And out of bounds it goes. Turnover Army. Navy's coming back the other way. Mo Bennett in the lane. And she dragged her pivot foot. Got ahead of herself just a little bit. Traplin called on the play. You plant the pivot foot, you got to leave it planted. You just can't slide it along the floor. 63 is the score. 2 minutes gone in the first quarter. Gold medal match, Army-Navy. Allie Lehman down the lane on the left side. Jayla Harris going to dribble around everything. Goes all the way around the world, gives it off to Lehman. And she puts up a three-pointer, and it's good. 6-6. All the points coming off of three-point shots thus far. Right side, Hoskins, back out to the top, over to Ayers. Left side, Danica Dale, she'll drive the baseline. And a whistle on the play. She's fouled. That foul is going to go against Taylor Alton. Taylor Alton, a 2-year starter at Michigan State, played in the NCAA Final Four while at Michigan State. Inbound ball to Dale. She'll give it off. Gets it back, though. Drives into the circle. And turns it over. Puts a shot up, but does not count. So, turnover by Dale that time. She came straight across the lane. Alton, top of the key, tries to get it down low to Danita Adams. Adams goes off of her hands, out of bounds. 3 seconds called. 3 seconds in the lane, so Army turns it over. Danica Dale, far right corner, gives it up to Mo Bennett. She'll spin in the lane, back to Dale. She'll drive on Lehman. Gives it back to Bennett. Bennett tries to weave through traffic. Little left hand, it's up, no good. Rebound, Alton. Out to Lehman, ahead to Adams. Adams trying to go it ahead to Jayla Harris, who's cutting for the basket. Throws it away, turnover Army. Both teams could benefit at this point to slow it down a little bit. 6:46 to play, first quarter. 6-6 is the score. 2 3-pointers by Army, 2 3-pointers by Navy. And plenty of turnovers by both teams. Right side now. Ariel Thomas, she puts up a 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound, Cromartie. Harris down the other side, gives it to Lehman. Lehman behind the arc. Gives it up to Danita Adams. She'll drive the lane. And loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. Navy ball.
Next play! Next play!
Christy Ayers is going to bring it up the court on the left side now for Navy. Puts up a 3-pointer by Ayers. No good. A rebound, Jayla Harris. She'll run. Gives it up to Alton. 3-point by Alton. Top of the key. And Taylor Alton hits the 3-point shot. Taylor Alton, 21 3-pointers in this tournament coming into this game. Just hit her 22nd 3-pointer. And there's a 3-pointer far side by Navy's Jamika Hoskins. It's 9-9. 3 3-pointers by each team. Will they shoot a 2-point shot or not? We shall see. Yes, they do. Nice drive by Jayla Harris. Drives in, lays it up. 11-9. Army out in front. And there's a nice drive on the other end by Jamika Hoskins down the baseline. That's good as well, 11-11. Downtown shot by Jayla Harris, 25-footer. Too far away, bounces out. Navy comes away with it. Right side, Christy Ayers, inside the arc. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Cromartie, other way.
Push! 3!
Allie Lehman gets the ball screen. Guarded by Mo Bennett right now. Goes to the right of Bennett, gets her to commit. Goes up with a shot, no good. Rebound from Marty. She'll put it back up. It's no good. Fighting for the ball is Thomas. Comes out to Adams. She puts up the shot. Counted. It's good.
Good job, ladies!
Little 10-footer by Danita Adams. 13-11 is the score. And Ayers puts one up just inside the 3-point line. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back. No good. Lehman comes away with it. Oh, 3-point shot attempt that time by Alton, rejected by Dale. Loose ball with Harris. She's out on the right side, left alone. Jayla Harris puts it up, counted, it's good. 3-point shot by Harris, 16-11. Army. And Army 4 for 5 behind the arc. Jayla Harris with 2 3-pointers. Taylor with 1. Lehman with 1. Shot goes up, no good. Lehman comes away with it. Again, a 25-footer, if you will, by Harris. Rebound by Adams, no good. Put back, Dale comes away with it. Nice rebound by Danica Dale. Deflected pass. Dale comes up with it, hits the runner, and a foul on the play. That foul is going to go against Alton. That's going to be Alton's second foul. And into the game for Army comes Tia Falaru. Alton will come out. Alton, the leading three-point shooter in this tournament. 22 three-pointers in 6 games thus far. Dale's shot goes up. It's no good on the free throw. And a foul attempted for the rebound. That foul is going to go on Ariel Thomas. 2:56 to be played here in the first quarter of this gold medal game between Army and Navy women. Allie Lehman drives in on the right side, kicks it back out to Falaru. She'll drive left side, lays up with her right hand, and it's good. 18-13. Ayers in the corner, over to Hoskins, back out to Dale. 3-pointer, it's up, no good. Rebound that time, Falaru. Lehman will kick it out to Danita Adams. She's in the left corner, guarded by Ayers. Back out front now to Jayla Harris. She gets the ball screen by Falaru, goes down low, finds Cromartie. Cromartie puts it up. It's no good. Rebound by Mo Bennett. Navy. He'll come back up the other side. Right side to Thomas. Over to Dale. 3-point shot. It's up. No good. Rebound. Jayla Harris. She'll run it up the right side. And I'll catch up to the referee on that side, who basically was forced to take a seat in the bleachers. So play continued out of bounds. Foul call on the other side by Christy Ayers. Into the game for Navy comes Talina Early, and out of the game comes Ariel Thomas. You've also got Aquisha Anderson in the game for Army. Jayla Harris out of the top of the key. Guarded by Hoskins. She'll dribble the right side. Stops, gives it off to Falaru. Falaru puts it up, no good. Ball tracked down by Adams. She'll put it up. 15-footer, no good. Rebound out. Mo Bennett comes away with it. She'll take it all the way to the hoop, lay it up, no good. A rebound that time. Taken by Cromartie. She'll give it out to Anderson. Aquisha Anderson on the left side. Back out to Adams. 1 minute remaining, first quarter. Jayla Harris. Danita Adams. Ball screen, Cromartie. Adams will go around, left side, blocked by Dale. And out of bounds by Dale. She stepped up and blocked that shot. Nicely done by Danica Dale. Danica Dale, a logistics specialist out of Naval Air Station in Point Mugu. And she plays big for Navy. So Army calls the timeout, 46.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Army has an 18-13 lead over Navy. Talking about Danica Dale just a second ago. She calls home for Hood, Texas. That's where she grew up, but then she went into the Navy. That was after she played her college basketball at the Big South Conference. She went to Shoemaker High School. down in Fort Hood. But she comes in this game averaging 12.7 points a game and 7.3 rebounds. And in terms of shot blocking capability, well, we just saw that. Jayla Harris, shot clock was down. She puts up a three-pointer from the left side. It's good, count it. Jayla Harris, 3 for 5 behind the arc, 21-13. Army's leading, 30 seconds remaining, first quarter. Right side Ayers, back out on top to Hoskins. Left side to Early. Tried to go down low to Dale. Pass knocked away. Anderson will come up with it. And 12 seconds left to go. Jayla Harris is going to hold on to it and get a shot.
Okay, come to you.
She's got it between the circles. Goes on the left side high. Gets it down low. He feeds it in to Falaru, and she'll cut across the lane and just lay it in softly with the right hand as the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter. Army takes a 23-13 lead over Navy in this gold medal match between the number 1 and number 2 teams here in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. It has been a good one all week long. You take a quick look at the numbers, though, here in this game. 11 points already for Jayla Harris. She is 3 for 5 behind the arc. Allie Lehman, 1 for 1 behind the arc. 1 for 2 is Taylor Alton. And Army just kind of scoring up and down a little bit. But again, Jayla Harris, 11 points leading the way. In terms of Navy now, 5 points each for Jamaica Hoskins. She's 1 for 2 behind the arc. And 5 points for Danica Dale. She's 1 for 3 behind the arc. Navy shooting 33% from the floor. Army shooting 47% from the floor. But Army right now with 8 second chance points off, 8 second chance points for Army, and no second chance points for Navy. Army right now out-rebounding Navy 16-5. Those are your key stats here at the end of the first quarter. Ready to go for the second quarter. And Jayla Harris is going to bring it up. Jayla Harris goes over to the left side to Adams, gets it back, kicks it over to Anderson. She'll drive right. Wanted to go down to Falaru along the baseline, but Dale's going to be there to take it away instead. Dale brings it up. Goes over to Hoskins. Hoskins kicks out to Ayers. Ayers tries to drive the baseline. She's stripped. Turnover Navy. Army ball. Harris the other way. She'll go all the way left side. Lays it up. No good. And Tia Falaru was there with the putback. 25-13. Early out in front. Ball screen that time by Dale. Dale turns and goes underneath, gets the pass. Good coverage by the Army. Falaru there for the block, but just a little bit too much perhaps as the whistle blows. And Falaru gets called for the foul. Tia Falaru from Ozark, Alabama. She's a refueler stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. She averages 10.2 points a game as Danica Dale steps to the free throw line and hits her first shot.
Donnie, come here.
Falaru, by the way, 58% from the floor. That's her field goal percentage. But not only can she score points, she averages 7.6 rebounds a game. And a foul down the far end of the floor. That one's going to be on Navy. Jen Schumacher called for the foul. So Army will bring it in. Jayla Harris down the court.
Go.
Goes to Danita Adams on the left side. Comes back to Jayla Harris. 3-point shot by Harris. Back rim, no good. Great play by Anderson. She came in, but she's called on the foul. Quisha Anderson went for the rebound, but fouled in the process. And that's her first personal foul. Early drives the left side, kicks out to Dale. In the corner, Dale tries to drive across. Whistle on the play again.
Foul 21.
And that foul is going to go against Shamicia Smith from the Army. Shamicia Smith with the reserves. U.S. Army Reserves, Human Resources Specialist. And Schumacher gets the lay-in on the quick inbound pass, 25-16. 8:15 remaining, second quarter. Danita Adams. Three-point shot, left side. Adams no good, it's up. Valeru rebound. Shot blocked by Danica Dale, and she goes down on the floor. Slow to get up. And three-point shot that time by Jayla Harris. Danica Dale still down on the floor. She appeared possibly to have hit the floor with her head. She went down hard. And she just kind of rolls over. That's Ronald Ray out of the stands from the Navy men's team, taking a quick look at the Navy women player, Danica Dale. And if there was a sports medicine doctor in the house by the name of Michael Argyle, he would be here as well, I guarantee it. Sports medicine doctor and guard for the Air Force's men's team. And out to the floor goes the Secretariat for the U.S. Armed Forces, Steve Denote. He is a certified athletic trainer, is Steve Denote. And as we have talked many times, even though he's working in an administrative position, at heart, he will always be an athletic trainer. And Danica Dale gets a big round of applause as she is helped off the floor. So 7:59 to go, second quarter, 28-16. Army up by 12 in this gold medal game. Be Navy's ball. Over to Jen Schumacher, right side. Thought about it, 10, passes it back to Early. Free throw line, she finds Andrea Wright, who came into the game. Schumacher fights for the loose ball on the rebound. All the way over to Schumacher. Puts up the three-point shot. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Adams. Down the floor to Harris. Back over to Adams. Inside, off the glass, through the hoop. Counted for Adams. 30-16, 14-point lead by Army. Early tried to kick it down low that time to Wright. Turned away. Harris comes up with it, other side. She brings it home, lays it in. 32-16. And Navy calls a timeout. Talina Harris calls a timeout on the floor. Navy timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Once again, this tournament being used to select the All-Armed Forces team that will go forward and represent the United States in the World Military Games coming up in China in October this year. 10,000 military athletes from over 100 different countries will be participating in 20 different sports. And this tournament here used to select the United States men's team, the United States women's team, as well as to recognize the best branch of service in both men's and women's basketball. Early out in front. Driving against D'Oliveira, a little left-handed layup. Nice job by Early. A little stab runner that time. Nicely done by Talina Early. D'Oliveira kicks it out to Radiance Felton. Puts up a three-pointer, no good. Whistle on the play. And that foul is going to be on Jen Schumacher, the 5'8" guard, who's a naval cryptologist stationed in Washington, D.C. She played at the University of Albany for 4 years. And by the time she got out of that school, she set 4 school records. Felton, thinking three, right side. She'll drive instead. Turns it over. Elena Early, left side, goes all the way to the hoop. Shot is no good. Whistle on the play. And foul that time. We'll send Early to the line.
6 white. Is it 6 white? What number? 15 white.
The foul is going to be on Kiana D'Oliveira. Air ball on the free throw attempt by Early. And when I see air balls from the free throw line this late in the week, you tend to think that fatigue could become a factor. We're talking 7 games in 7 days. Second shot, no good as well. Felton, top of the key, gives off to D'Oliveira. D'Oliveira tries to penetrate, kicks it back out to Allie Lehman. Lehman will dribble to the right side. Kicks it down low to Smith. Smith out to Falaru. Puts up the three-pointer. It's no good. Navy comes away with it. Hoskins, right side, dribbles into the lane. Tries to go back outside to Camille Horn. And throws it away. 32-18, 5:43 remaining. First half in this ball game. Gold medal match, Army-Navy. Navy winning their first men's title in the game right before this since 2005. Defeating the Army 75-73. Out to Lehman. Shot from the left side, air ball. Navy comes away with it, runs it up the left side as well. Shot goes up, three-pointer that time, attempted by Horn, no good. Early on the rebound, and she'll put her little left-hander up, off the glass and through the hoop. 32-20 is the score. Down towards 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Pass to Lehman down in the corner on the left side. Gets it into Cromartie, kicks it back out to Felton. Down to D'Oliveira, turnaround jumper, no good. A rebound, Mo Bennett. I just gotta like the name. Her name is Shanimqua. But she says, call me Mo. That's what her teammates call her, and that's what we call her from here. Mo Bennett. Turnover. Navy. Schumacher gets it back for Navy after Army tried to go the other way, and it's a jump ball. How about Jen Schumacher? Jim Schumacher, the oldest player on this Navy team. She's been in the Navy for 11 years. But she's hustling and playing on the floor like this is her first tournament. Far side, Mo Bennett, she'll drive the baseline. Guarded by Falaru, she puts it on the floor, loses it. Cromartie comes up with it. Gives it to Lehman. Gives it to Harris. She'll run. Back to Allie Lehman. Back out to Jayla Harris. They play catch. Back it goes to Lehman. She dribbles in, looks down low, sees Cromartie, has the entry pass. Cromartie puts it up. It's no good, and Mo Bennett will come away with it. Mo Bennett will kick it over to Talena Early. And she'll walk it up the floor. 3:50 remaining, first half.
Swing it right here. Swing it. Swing it. Make it look right there.
Far corners, three-point shot goes up. by Horn. It's no good. Put back, no good. And rebound. Falaru. Here comes Harris. She's left alone. 3-point shot. It's good. Count it. Jayla Harris, 3-pointer. Jayla Harris, 5 for 8 behind the arc. Jayla Harris has 23 3-pointers in this tournament. 23 3-pointers in this tournament. Drive left side, Jamika Hoskins, she lays it in. Fouled by Alton, and Alton with 3 fouls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 35-22. It's 35-22.
So Alton with the foul. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And Hoskins makes the 3-point play, hits the free throw. And it's a 35-23 game. 3:06 remaining, first half. Alton comes out of the game, into the game for Army. Right now comes Kiera White. Allie Lehman. Over to White. Down to Harris. She'll drive around. Kicks it back over to Lehman. She's alone inside the arc. Puts a shot up, no good. Mo Bennett with the rebound for Navy. They'll come down the floor. Guarded by Falaru. And Mo Bennett throws it away, expecting Ariel Thomas to be cutting along the baseline, but Thomas stayed planted in the corner, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Navy, Army ball. Allie Lehman will come out of the game. Allie Lehman, a member of the 3rd Brigade Combat Team at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. They're called the Rocketsons. Very proud, storied brigade with the 101st Airborne Division, Air Assault. Left side, April Camardi. Back out on top to Danita Adams. And you saw Kiera White driving across the baseline, but she goes down in a heap.
Stack one, stack one.
The foul's committed by Hoskins. Jamika Hoskins picks up her 1st personal foul. Jayla Harris will inbound the ball. Goes all the way into White, who will give it back to Harris out on top. Puts it into Falaru. She'll turn around. Tierra Falaru hits the shot from the free throw line. 37-23, 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Christy Ayers, the point guard for Navy. Far side now. The drive by Ariel Thomas. She'll drive all the way through the traffic and lays it up and in. 37-25. Army with a 12-point lead. Danita Adams kicks it over to White. She puts up a 3-point shot. It's no good. Mo Bennett comes away with the rebound for Navy. And Christy Ayers will bring it down the court. Schumacher from the corner kicks it back out to Ayers now. Ayers will dribble around the top, guarded by Adams. Over to Thomas. She'll drive through the lane, left side, left hand, lays it up. Nicely done. Counted for 2, 10-point lead now, 37-27. Army up by 10, 1 minute to play in the first half. Right side, all the way over to Adams. Back out to Harris. She smells a 3-pointer. It's up. No good. Comes back to the corner to Danita Adams. Turnaround jumper by April Camardi. It's good. Along the baseline, little 10-footer. 35 seconds to go. 39-27. First half. Nice pass down along the baseline into Ariel Thomas. Falaru was there, though, to take it away. Here comes Jayla Harris now. Shot clock's off. 12 seconds left to go in the first half. Jayla Harris will play for 1 shot. Any guesses what it will be? She'll pull up. She'll drive the lane. Right side. Little runner, floater up, off the rim, no good as time expires. Your score at the half, ladies and gentlemen, women's team from the United States Army 39, Navy 27. Leading the charge for Army in the first half today, Jayla Harris, 19 points. Harris 5 for 9 behind the arc. 8 points today for Jamaica Hoskins for the Navy, 7 points from Ariel Thomas. Once again, your halftime score, Army 39, Navy 27. Take a look at the stats from a team-based number. Army today, 11 points off of turnovers compared to 3 for the Navy, 15 second chance points compared to 2 for the Navy, and 4 off of fast breaks. I mean, you take a look at points off of turnovers, second chance points, overwhelmingly in Army's favor. They lead 39 to 27. Rebounds, key today for Army, 26 rebounds in the first half, 16 rebounds for Navy. And in terms of turnovers, 8 turnovers for Army, 10 turnovers in the first half for Navy. Army shooting, by the way, from the floor, 41%. They're 16 for 39. They're 7 for 15 behind the arc. That's 47% behind the arc. Navy, a little bit cooler. They're 41%, 11 for 27 from the floor. And behind the arc, they're only 3 for 11. So that's the way the numbers line up. We're at the half. Army goes into the locker room leading Navy by the score of 39 to 27. We're going to take a timeout here, step away for about 7 minutes. When we come back, we're going to have the final half of basketball for the women's gold medal today between Army and Navy. This is the 2019 Armed Forces Women's Basketball Championships. We'll be back after this timeout.
video, they're taking pictures of all that stuff.
Testing. Testing.
Welcome back to Mayport Fitness Center here at Naval Station in Mayport, Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida. Site of the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships as we get set for the second half of this gold medal game between the United States Army and the United States Navy. 39-27, Army went into the locker room with a 12-point lead over Navy. I'm Van Stokes. We'll be joined here in the second half by Mr. Steve Denote, who is the U.S. Armed Forces Secretariat and CISM Chief of Delegation for the United States. As second half underway, Army will bring it in, gets things started. Jayla Harris to Danita Adams, top of the key. She'll drive around Danica Dale, puts up a shot. Dale comes back and blocks it on Adams. Adams smiling because she knows that that was a great play. Dale takes it to the other end, misses the layup. Jayla Harris comes back with it. Gives it off to Alton, puts up a three-pointer, no good, outside, rebound that time by Mo Bennett. And Navy wanted to get off to a good start here in the second half as they trail by 12. Down low to Danica Dale, Dale puts it up, no good, she misses the short three-footer, Alton gets the rebound. Not exactly a good start when you miss the three-footer. Nonetheless, Army comes back up, Allie Lehman from Fort Campbell, dribbles to the left side. Lehman will come back out to Jayla Harris. Over to Alton. Down low to Cromartie. Cromartie can't finish. Rolls off the rim. Navy comes away with it. Christy Ayers back the other side. Christy Ayers puts up an air ball on a short 9-footer.
No, let's go, let's go.
And Steve Denote from the Armed Forces Sports Office joining me now. And Steve, we talked during the break a little bit about the rivalry. I mean, you take these two teams. They're familiar with each other, a lot of respect there. But also, when you talk Army-Navy, well, you talk rivalry.
That's absolutely right. These two teams have been in this championship for 3 years in a row now, and they want blood each and every time. So we'll talk a little bit and show a video of the 2016 championship where this rivalry really began 3 years ago, or 4 years ago in that matter.
Somehow or another, when you talk Army-Navy, you go back and you harken back to the academies when they play, of course, Army-Navy football. And the mantra is always beat Army or beat Navy, and it kind of carries over sometimes to this. Good play down underneath by Cromartie. She puts it up. 41-27. Cromartie down low with the short little three-footer. Here comes Mo Bennett. She's going to bring the ball down the court now for Navy. Over to Ayers, she's going to put up the three-pointer, left side, it's going to be no good. Hoskins with the rebound and the putback. She cans it. Down the floor comes Allie Lehman. Lehman over to Danita Adams. Pass bounces off the knees, if you will, of Taylor Alton. Turnover Army. Danica Dale other side. Little fadeaway jumper. No good. Alton rebounds and gives up to her Fort Campbell teammate, Allie Lehman, who's going to reset things. Kicks it out to Jayla Harris, former Tennessee Tech player. Over to Alton, former Michigan State player. Corner to Danita Adams. Shots up. 2-point shot by Adams over on the side that time. I really like the play of Danita Adams. You know, she played on the 2016 SISM team, and Steve, you've seen her play a lot. She's been a leader with this Army program.
Yeah, Adams, one of the 4 members of that team on the court right now. There's Dale with the bucket.
Shot inside that time by Danica Dale.
But you have Adams on the Army. Right now on the Navy side, you have Ayers, Bennett, and Hoskins that were on that team as well. And that's when we won the silver in the SISM championship, the second installment, by the way, for the women.
43-31 is the score. Ayers is going to drive. Tries to lay it up with the left hand. It's no good. Rims in and out. And you see, again, you can see a little bit of fatigue on the face of Ayers.
Ayers been working overtime this game.
As she comes back down the floor. Taylor Alton will come out of the game. She's a veterinarian stationed at Fort Campbell. Doctor of veterinary medicine. Only been in the Army for a year. Here comes Jayla Harris now. Jayla Harris has been in for a couple of years. Over to Lehman. Lehman back to Harris. 3-point attempt. Shots up. No good. Mo Bennett on the rebound. Back down the floor.
That's 10 rebounds for Bennett.
Here comes Hubbard. She's a great player. I mean, she really is. And you talk about, you talk about rebounds. You got to talk about Bennett with 10. And then with Navy's rebounds, you got to talk about Danica Dale. Shot down the other side by Fowler-Rue. She finishes nicely. 45-31. She's got 10 points, does Fowler-Rue. Out front right now to Hubbard. She goes to right side over to Dale. Across the lane, trying to put it up is Hoskins. She's stripped with the ball. Over to Adams. Over to Harris. She'll dribble around, kicks it back over to the corner to Fowler-Rue. She puts up the shot. Good for 2. 15-footer from the corner by Fowler-Rue, and the Army has taken a 47-31 lead.
We got Fowler-Rue with 12 points, 7 rebounds. She's creeping up on a double-double right now. Only 1 personal foul.
Fowler-Rue came into this game, Steve. She was averaging 10.2 points a game. And from the floor, she shot 58% coming into this ballgame, which when you're talking about field goal percentage is up there. I mean, she's got good shots. But to talk about her all-around nature, she also averages 7.6 rebounds per game. So Tia Fowler-Rue, a huge contributor to this Army program. Now the coaches, if you will, going forward to represent the United States will be the coaches of the winning team, both the men's and women's programs.
That's correct. They will take USA to China and hope to get on the podium again.
Down the floor comes Jabrinta Hubbard now for the Navy. Right side to Maltavo. She'll drive, kicks it out to Hoskins. 3-point attempt. It's no good. Fight for the rebound underneath. Dale comes away with it, or seemingly so, but it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to be Navy.
And Mo Bennett taking it in. Mo Bennett has 10 rebounds, 2 assists, but has yet to get on the board.
She's been active, has Mo Bennett. Drive to the left side, shot goes up by Hubbard. Fouled in the act.
fouls on them.
And that foul is going to be on Allie Lehman. That's her first personal foul. Again, Lehman's a little bit like Mo Bennett. Lehman's got 3 points for Army. Mo Bennett yet to hit the board. But she's got 10 rebounds, but very active in the game. First shot by Hubbard was good. The second shot was a miss. Army inbounds the ball after it went out. Here comes Jayla Harris. Allie Lehman in the corner. Danita Adams back over to Harris on the right side. There's Fowler just inside the key. Back to Harris. Thought about the three-point. Kicks it over to Adams. She thinks about the three-point. Puts up an air ball. Lehman gets the rebound. Feeds it back to Adams. Adams puts it up and is fouled. Army right now, Steve, for whatever reason, playing a full game. I'm talking offense, talking defense, and also talking about the way they move the ball around.
Navy started out hot. However, Army's been able to keep up the momentum and keep up that heat on Navy. Slowly turning into a one-sided game.
Adams on the free throw line.
Right now we're getting a shout out on YouTube saying Danita Adams is MVP of the tournament.
Danita Adams is certainly an outstanding player, period. Shot over on the right side that time by Hubbard. It goes up. And Adams, you know, we're talking about Danita Adams in terms of being possibly an outstanding player. She came in this game averaging 15.3 points a contest, did Danita Adams.
Hey, shoot her up top! Shoot her up top! Shoot her up top!
But she's 96% from the free throw line. And plays about 30 minutes a ball game. In other words, you cannot ask for more out of a ball player than what Danita Adams can give you. So foul that time by Fowleroo, sends Montalvo to the line. And she puts it up, misses on the left side on the free throw. Jessica Montalvo from Miami, Florida, stationed at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina. I'm well familiar with that place.
Yes, sir.
Spent a memorable summer there one time.
Enjoying the scenery there, Van?
Well, I got there on July the 7th and I left sometime in September. Best ticket I ever got was the one off the island, trust me.
Came a little meaner out.
But I did leave as a private first class, so I did pick up a rank. Left side, Jayla Harris. Down low into traffic. Loose ball. Anderson gets it. Kicks it out to Harris. Harris going to work it around. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point shot up, all off the backboard. No good. Rebound Navy. 49-32 is the score. Shot off the left side that time by Hubbard. It's no good. Drive down the left side. Nicely done by Danita Adams. And she's certainly staking her claim, really is one of the outstanding players, if not the most outstanding player. She's got 10 points in this game. And not familiar with it, Steve. I know that the sports chiefs from each of the respective branches of service select the all-armed forces team. But how is the most valuable, the outstanding player selected?
Actually, we don't have an independent most valuable player. We select an all-tournament team made of 5 players.
That's it.
But we don't identify one single player.
Got it. Back down the other side, 51-32. Drive shot up by Diana Cadeo. She misses. And the foul that time is going to go against Jayla Harris. Jayla Harris picks up her first personal foul. How about this? Jayla Harris, 5 for 11 behind the arc with 19 points today. I mean, different people can make a stake, if you will, for outstanding performances. But Jayla Harris has got to be in that discussion.
She shoots 3, and I actually wonder if she's in the gym. She's so far out.
Well, here's the thing about
Jayla.
Jayla Harris. When she shoots the threes and she hits her 4th three or her 5th three or her 6th three, her smile goes from ear to ear and lights up this entire gym. You could turn the lights out in the gym, and from her smile, there'd still be enough light to play the game. 51-33.
Dale connected 2 for 5 on the 3-point line. The free throw line, I should say. You're much better at this than me, Dan.
Been at it for 7 days. Radiance Felton, left side. There she is, Shamira Daigle into the game. Down low to Felton. Tries to come back into D'Oliveira. D'Oliveira saves it, puts up a little hook. Shot clock expires. Danica Dale with the rebound. Pass all the way down the floor to Schumacher. Throws it away. Wow. 1:31 remaining third quarter play. This game right now, Army leading by 19. Make that 18, 51-33. Quisha Anderson on the right side. Radiance Felton. It's just inside the arc for 2. I talked to Radiance earlier today. I said, Radiance, they call you Ray? She said, yeah. I said, that's because you spread sunshine. She said, you got it.
She's on the board for the first time today. She'll smile a little brighter.
Navy turns the ball over. Ariel Thomas tried to get it out to Schumacher. Navy playing from a position of frustration a little bit right now. Daigle going to drive around the left side. Daigle cut off at the free throw line. Over to Felton. She'll come back to the free throw line. She'll drive the right side, puts it up, no good. Fouled on the act. That's a foul by Falaru on that play. Falaru will come out of the game. Falaru picking up her 3rd personal foul. 20 seconds remaining, third quarter. Danica Dale, right side. Out the top to Early, over to the left side. Ariel Thomas dribbles left along the lane. Along the baseline. Shot goes up, it's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Out of bounds, Army ball. Shamira Daigle, she's 1,000 miles an hour out there. And the horn sounds in the third quarter, giving Army a 20-point lead. Score after 3 quarters of play, Army 53, Navy 33. I want to remind you that we have live and complete stats brought to you by StatVA. StatVA, keeping the record straight. That's what they do. They provide stats for football, basketball, baseball, softball, and volleyball. That is StatVA for all of your statistics needs.
So, Van, we talked earlier about the rivalry between these two teams. So I want to go back to 2016. Army was winning the tournament. They went 6-0 in the double round robin format. Then Navy squeaks into the championship game, tying the Air Force, but leading them and edging them out with point differential. So during that championship game, you have Army and Navy, with Army pretty much dominating the whole tournament. However, Navy that game shut the Army down, and they're winning 65 to 64. And then you see this.
Can we take a look at it? This was back in 2016.
Yep. There's Danita Adams going up the court, trying to pass it out to Vanessa Laminson, who just barely gets that 3-point off. And that's it. Game over. Referees had to confer to make sure that the ball was up in time. Buzzer sounded. Army wins over the Navy.
That's how rivalries start. Shot on the right side that time. Good by Army, 55-33. That was Fallaroo. Shot up by Navy, no good. Dale out, top of the key, guarded by Fallaroo. She'll spin, go underneath, loses it. Mo Bennett comes away with it. She puts up a Hail Mary shot underneath the basket. Allie Lehman's going to bring it back down the floor. Fallaroo shot, 12-footer, left side, no good. Rebound. Cromartie. The ball's knocked out of her hands on the floor. You know, and Steve, a lot of times teams will play each other, but rivalries start when there's a lot at stake. You know, you can take teams that are really having fair to middling seasons and they'll play each other on a continual basis, but there's really nothing at stake. But when you play someone with a championship at stake on a repeated basis, that's how rivalries are developed.
Get set, get the defense set.
Navy inbounds the ball right in front of us. That's Mo Bennett. Kicks it out to Christy Ayers. Hoskins driving along the baseline. Hoskins going up with a shot and scoring, 55-35. Nice play that time by Jamaica Hoskins. Alton, three-point shot, right corner, no good. Rebound, Cromartie. Alton, top of the key, three-point shot. This one goes. Taylor Alton, 2 for 4 behind the arc now. She's got 6 points. Hit one early on. In the first couple of minutes, hits her second one here. Annika Dale, she hits the three-pointer from the court. 58-38. Harris over to Lehman. Down low to Cromartie. Cromartie cannot finish, but Danica Dale gets the rebound. And here comes Christy Ayers. Driving by Thomas down the right side. Knocking it away is Fallaroo, out of bounds. Army. Navy will inbound the ball. Shot, Hoskins, right side along the baseline, 12-footer, no good. Rebound Army. Here comes Jayla Harris. Kicks it over to Alton. Alton back to Cromartie in the lane. Cromartie turnaround, puts it up, no good. A foul in the act. So she'll shoot 2. The foul goes against Hoskins. Now, Steve, you've got the World Military Games coming up in October. Tell us a little bit about that, if you will. We're talking over 100 countries, 10,000 military athletes around the world.
Yep, the World Games will be in China from the 18th through 28th of October this year. The United States, we're planning on sending 20 teams with over 330 participants. This will be our largest delegation to date. We had 240 plus in Korea in 2015, so we're looking to do some good things in China this year.
Wow. That is a big delegation. Drive down the right side. Nice little finish that time by Hoskins. She's stepping up her game in spite of the fact that her team trails 59-40. You see good work out of Jamaica Hoskins right now.
Hoskins with 14 points, 2 rebounds. Doing a lot of work out there.
Right side, inside the arc, Allie Lehman. Called for the player control. Basket doesn't count. They said Lehman had the player control. They'll go back down the other end. Lehman gives you that look like, are you serious? But that's okay. Her team leads 59-40. And by the way, Lehman doesn't have to worry about that. It's only her first foul. Right side, Hoskins, three-pointer up, no good. Mo Bennett, rebound, tries to get it back to a cutting Hoskins. Turns it over. And Alton has it stripped. Back down the other end. Up it goes by Ariel Thomas. Taylor Alton never saw it coming. Had it stripped from her hands as she turned around taking that pass. Navy goes down the other way to score. It's a 59-42 ball game as timeout is called on the floor with 6:32 to play. Army ahead by 17. Your thoughts about this basketball tournament, Steve? I mean, it's been 7 days of wall-to-wall basketball, lack of better description.
Been a rather busy week. Not just for us, but for the players especially. 7 games in 7 days. A lot of basketball for these players. They just show you the athleticism of these military athletes. And they go back and they're going to be at their duty station. And those that get to move forward will go ahead and get back that uniform on. I mean, not just their military uniform, but their competitive uniform and play in China. But everyone else will be watching back at their duty station, performing their military work. And that's one of the key differences with the United States delegation. They are soldiers, Marines, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen first, and then they're athletes.
Now, how much preparation time will these individuals have to pull together as a team? Because it's an all-armed forces team. You'll have Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines on the same team. And it will take a little bit of time for practice. How much time will they have to really prepare?
Yeah,
Dale steals the inbound pass, or the pass down court. Navy comes away with it. Christy Ayers now is going to run the point. Cutting Mo Bennett. Mo Bennett is on the board. Nicely done by Navy that time. The pass to Bennett as she cut to the inside gives her her first 2 points of this ball game. And Army throws it away on the left side. Navy getting a run right now. 59-44, 6:02 to play. And there's a timeout on the floor. Army sensing the surge by Navy here. The run by Navy, they call a timeout.
Got full bleachers, they're calling for a comeback.
So back to the question about preparation time.
Now we're looking at, with the basketball, both men and women's basketball team, we're looking about 15 days to get ready, and that will get them, because they're going from NCAA rules here. Now they got to go and acclimate to the international rules when they go overseas. Not much different, but there's still little nuances they have to work out, especially with substitutions, where they're going to shoot, where the paint's a little different. You know, the charge line.
In all honesty, I think it's harder to go from NCAA to international than it is to go from international to NCAA.
That is correct.
The arc is different. Fouls, number of fouls are different. And the way it's officiated is different as well. There's a three-point shot. Christy Ayers, left side, and it's a 12-point ball game, 5:45 to play. Navy making a run. Alton to Cromartie. To Harris. Guarded by Hoskins. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drive to the left side. And a whistle on the play.
Unnecessary foul right there.
That foul's going to be on Jamaica Hoskins. She'll pick up her third personal foul. And as you said, unnecessary. Felton's got it high on the left side. To Jayla Harris. Comes around the right side. There's Harris. Gives it to Alton. Three-point shot by Alton. It's up. No good. Rebound. Annika Dale. She'll come straight down the court. Right side to Ayers. Three-point shot. No good. Rebound. Alton. She barely gets it out, but she's fouled. Fouled that time by Mo Bennett. That's her first foul. She has really played a tough game, has Mo Bennett. Mo Bennett, 2 points, 11 rebounds.
I think we're going to need to talk to Taylor Alton about our women's rugby program here.
Good luck.
She is tough.
Good luck. Timeline, Army unable to get it beyond the timeline. Turnover. Navy ball, their end of the court. They trail by 12, 4:54 remaining. Mo Bennett with the ball. Crowd getting behind Navy. Of course, this is Naval Station Mayport. Drive by Danica Dale, and she cans it along the baseline. It's a 10-point game. Navy on a run. And walking by Radiance Felton. She carries the basketball near midcourt. Army turns it over. Navy with a chance to pull within 8 or 7. 59-49, 4:32 to play. Christy Ayers.
Ayers has been quiet today, only 3 points, 1 for 8 today. She needs to wake up a little bit if the Navy's going to pull this off.
Navy turns it over. Tie up, jump ball, possession arrow, Army.
Good Army.
And Navy on the turnover. The best thing about that is they get the possession arrow now going back in their way. Inbounds to Lehman. She'll bring it up on the right side. 10 seconds. Couldn't get it across the timeline. Army struggling against the press by Navy, and timeout is called on the floor. With 4:13 remaining, Army takes a timeout with a 10-point lead. It's a full timeout, 59-49, 4:13 remaining. Army with the lead. So Steve, you're no stranger to Naval Station Mayport. They have hosted the Women's Volleyball Championship, Men's and Women's Beach Volleyball Championship, Men's Soccer, Women's Soccer Championship. They hosted Citizen Volleyball. They're no stranger to hosting top-level military sports.
I've been here so much I might have to change my address. Declare Florida as another home.
Well, if you're going to get a condo someplace or an office away from your office, this would not be a bad place in which to look into. Beautiful area around Naval Station Mayport.
Not as hot as San Antonio, however, the humidity a little bit different.
Humidity's a little bit different as opposed to the arid, dry southwest.
Look at the stands, man. We got both Marine Corps men and women's teams out there, along with the Navy men who just won their championship over the Army. Navy's
Pass
trying to
down
sweep.
low. Yeah, they are. They're behind their team. They certainly are.
We definitely have a game here.
Foul on the play. That foul's going to go against April Camardi. That's going to be her second foul, and it's going to send Jamaica Hoskins to the free throw line. Rims it up, rims it out. Hoskins on the line is a 70% free throw shooter. This is the second one.
Go, go,
Two
go,
on that trip.
go!
Harris with the rebound. Up the floor. Danita Adams with the ball. Tells everybody to slow down. Passes over to Jayla Harris.
Navy's been very disciplined with the fouls today, sending the Army to the line only 4 times. However,
3-point shot by Harris. No good. Rebound. Ayers. She'll bring it up the floor. Dale drives the baseline, pulls up, kicks it out to Hoskins. Top of the key, left side, 3-point shot by Thomas, no good. Rebound, April Camardi. Gets it out to Allie Lehman. Lehman up the floor over the left side to Harris, ahead to Danita Adams. Danita Adams going to reset the floor. Ball knocked away, over to Ariel Thomas, over to Christy Ayers. She'll come down the floor, lays it up, lays it in. 59-40, 59-51. Christy Ayers is fouled. She was 1 on 2. 2 defenders. Ayers got through them both, laid it up, and is fouled. Will go to the line. Lehman picks up her second personal foul. Ayers, this is her first trip to the line today.
and 1.
She sinks it. 7-point game, 59-52. 3 minutes exactly remaining. Ahead to Cromartie. Cromartie back to Lehman. Lehman over to Harris. Down to Adams from the corner. She'll drive inside the arc. She'll come back out, reset it, gives it to Jayla Harris. Jayla Harris.
Again, Ayers with the
Stripped
steal.
by Christy Ayers. Ayers down the other way. Corner. Shots up. Thomas. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Jayla Harris. We've got a ball game. 59-52. 2:23 remaining. Foul in the backcourt by Mo Bennett. We are not into the bonus yet. So that come out on the side. 2:22 remaining in the game, and we're not into the bonus yet. Ray Felton into the game. Allie Lehman out of the game for Army. Harris gets it in to Adams. Adams double team far side. Gets it over to Cromartie, almost backcourt, not quite. Right side by Harris. She drives, puts up the shot, and is fouled. That foul going against Christy Ayers. Be shooting 2. Christy Ayers picks up her second foul in this game.
Ayers looking for an explanation on the foul.
Steve, this is a good time also to recognize our officials from the Big Sky Conference, our supervisor of men's officials, Tommy Cahios, and also our supervisor, coordinator of women's officials, Paul Bosemeyer. Our officials out of the Big Sky Conference have done a good job in this tournament as well. 60-52. Ayers on the line. It's good. 61-52. Moving down to 2 minutes of play. The drive along the length by Hoskins. Layup, no good. Rebound Army. Here comes Danita Adams. She's fouled. She tried to drive the length, headed down the center of the lane, and was fouled that time by Mo Bennett. Adams shot. It's up. It's good. You send Adams to the line, and you've got to accept the fact that you've got a pretty good free throw shooter there as he makes the second one.
Adams is perfect today.
96% of the free throw line 4 for 4 today.
She want to shoot.
Drive along left side. Thomas kicks out to Hoskins. 3-point shot. It's up. No good. Rebound. Harris. And bodies fly. And that foul is going to go against Ayers. They will walk back down the other way.
KD. Let that even get up.
Foul by Christy Ayers.
That's her third on the day.
And to the line, Tia Falarou. Rattles it in, rattles it out. Jen Schumacher into the game for Navy. Out of the game comes Mo Bennett. Out of the game comes Hoskins. Also into the game, Camille Horn. 63-52, Army leads by 11, 1:43 to remain in this game. Gold medal match, gold medal game. The 2019 Women's Armed Forces Basketball Championship title game. Shots good by Falarou, 64-52. 3-point shot, Thomas right corner, air ball. Goes into the hands of Cromartie, who had position underneath. Harris across the timeline. Double teamed on the right side. Moves it ahead to Adams. Back out to D'Oliveira. Guarded by Dale. Knocks it out of her hands as Danica Dale comes over in our direction. Army retains possession. Jayla Harris will inbound it. 1:19 to play in this ball game. Out of the game.
All full.
Kiana D'Oliveira.
All full, right? All full.
Timeout is called by Navy as they trail by 12, 1:19 to go. And one of the neat things about this entire tournament, Steve, to note, simply is the fact that when the men are done playing, they come in and watch their teammates from the same branch of service. You see the Navy players over there. You see the Marine Corps players over there, of course, pulling for the Navy.
Got the base commander here, Captain David Yoder in the stands as well, sitting next in between the men and Marine Corps men and women teams.
He said that he would come by and see every team play. And you know what, he's done that. He's been here every day. Can't be here all day, of course, because as the base commander, he's got a lot of responsibilities around Naval Station Mayport. But he has been in here and put his eyes on every team playing in this tournament.
When we have base commanders that support the program, it just makes this program even better.
Command sponsorship is huge. Command support is huge. Absolutely huge. And I don't care if you're Army, Air Force, Navy, or Marines. Command support is absolutely huge.
Not only the base in Mayport, but especially the MWR program here at Mayport. Without them, we don't have a tournament.
Adams unable to get it down the other side, so it's going to go over to Navy. Navy's going to take it in on their own end of the court. Substitutes in the game. Schumacher comes in the game. Horn comes in the game. D'Oliveira comes back. Melvin comes out for Army.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all good right there. Good. We still 3-2. Got it.
Yeah, Tia. Yeah, Tia.
Inbound the ball to Ayers. She puts up a shot, no good, fouled. And that is Kiana D'Oliveira on the foul. Going to the line will be Christy Ayers. Christy Ayers 1 for 1 on the free throw line so far today, only 6 points. What do you see as the difference in this ball game, Steve?
Got several players right now in the Navy that just been silent. Right now that's 7 for Ayers, 2 for 9 for the day. Normally she's much higher.
Let's go 44 spread.
But Dale's woken up. Hoskins been a contributor all game, both with 14 points. But Army's just been relentless. You have Harris with 21 points, Adams with 12, Valabru 15.
The other thing about the Army, they can rotate in and rotate out. And they've got depth. They've got a lot of depth. Tie up in front of us. Ball goes to Navy. 1:12 left. 10 points separates these two teams from gold medal and silver medal. Army leads 64-54. Navy inbounds the ball. Ariel Thomas will drive. Gets around Falaru, lays it in. 64-56. They trail by 8. They need Adams to bring it up. She's on the left side. Goes by 3 Navy players. Goes all the way to the hoop and lays it up. Not good. It rolls out. Taken by Falaru. Falaru puts it up and it doesn't drop. And she is fouled.
Y'all better deal up then. That was too easy.
How about Danita Adams though? She took it all the way from the baseline, past 3 Navy players, took it to the hoop, put it up. It was not good, was not called, there was no foul on that shot. But as you saw Falaru go for it, that's when the foul was called, which sends Falaru to the line, who has just sunk the first shot. 65, 56, 50 seconds left to play. 50.5 seconds left on the clock in this gold medal game, championship game between Army Navy. And shots up, second shot, good by Falaru. Hoskins out to Dale, 3-point shot, counted as good. 66-59, 41.7 seconds to play. Timeout called on the floor by Navy. And one thing I'll say, Steve, to note, is that you get in these games and nobody, I mean nobody, goes away quietly. Marines saw them down by double digits the other day. Full court press all the way to the end of the game. And Navy down tremendously here today. They're not going away either. So Army back out on the floor for the final 42.5 seconds, leading 66-59. They will bring the ball in, far end of the court. Cromartie's going to inbound the ball. Inbounds to Felton, and Felton tied up immediately. Walk back down to the other end. And Radiance Felton will head to the free throw line.
I heard you say fifth.
Kiana D'Oliveira ready to enter the game.
I heard you say fifth. I was like, what?
So up steps Felton. And she makes good on her first attempt. Radiance Felton now with 3 points in this game. 41.2 seconds to go. Second one hits back rim, comes out. Down the floor comes Hoskins, right side. Tries to drive by Adams. She'll kick it out to Dale. And Dale will travel with it. Turnover Navy, crucial turnover, 34.1 seconds to go. They trail by 8.
Take that to the corner. Take that back to the corner. And stay.
Here comes Harris. Looks all the way down the floor. Finds Fallaroo, and she'll lay it in. 68-69, 59. 10-point lead. 25 seconds remaining in this game. 3-point shot by Mo Bennett, no good. Rebound that time by Cromartie.
Hey, kid! Wait a minute. I told you to go.
And foul again, this time, once again on Radiance Felton. She'll walk back down the other way. Foul is against Ariel Thomas. Three fouls to the game. Nobody with 4 fouls by either team here in this game. So credit the officials, they have allowed them to play.
Getting strong. We ain't did nothing yet. That clock, we still got time. Come on, ladies. Hey, get up, kid!
Radiance good on the first shot. Radiance Felton ready for the second shot. Shot's no good. Rebound comes off to Schumacher. She'll try to get down to Horn. 3-point shot up by Ayers. No good. Rebound. Fallaroo. And fouled by Schumacher. They walk back down the other end. 7.8 seconds. 11-point lead by the Army, 70-59. And it's academic at this point in time. As when the buzzer sounds, the Army will win the 2019 Armed Forces Women's Basketball Championship. Fallaroo hits on the first shot. 20 points today for Tia Fallaroo. And she misses the second shot. Tracked down on the outside by Horn. She gets it down the floor. Ariel Thomas, 3-point shot. It's good. Count it. 71-62, and there's your buzzer.
Whoa!
There is your buzzer. Ladies and gentlemen, buzzer sounds. your 2019 Armed Forces Women's Basketball Champions, the United States Army. Army defeating the Navy today by the score of 71-62. Leading scorers today for the United States Army, Jayla Harris, 5 for 11 behind the arc. 21 points today for Jayla Harris. Tia Falaru, 20 points today for Falaru. And also in double digits, 12 points by Danita Adams. Leading scorers for Navy today, 17 points for Danica Dale, 14 points each for Ariel Thomas and Jamaica Hoskins. Once again, your final score, Army 71, Navy 62. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes play in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. Congratulations today to the Navy men for winning the men's championship, and congratulations to the Army here with the women for winning the women's championship today. Awards presentations coming up on center court. We invite everybody to stand by for the awards presentations today. So Army victorious here with the women's championship. They did it in style, they did it in class. Credit the Navy winning earlier today with the men's title, and Army winning today with the women's championship. That's going to do it here from Naval Station Mayport. For Steve Tenote, my big thanks to the U.S. Armed Forces Secretariat and the U.S. CISM Chief of Delegation, Steve Tenote, for making this broadcast possible. Live streaming of all the action here in this championship from Naval Station Mayport. I'm Van Stokes. For Steve Tenote, wherever you are, we're glad you could be with us. Until next time, I'm saying so long, everyone.